Hey guys, so I have a monthly wrap up for you today. So in the month of June, I participated in the Booktubeathon, which most of you know. During that week, I read these 5 books, and I'm not going to wrap them up in this video, but I did a Booktubeathon wrap up. So if you missed that, click here on the screen, or I'll have a link down below so that you can go check that out. So not counting these 5 books, I read a total of 11 books this month. First book I finished was It's Kind of a Funny Story by Ned Vizzini. I absolutely loved this book. I loved the characters and the storyline. It was great. So if you haven't read this, check it out. I gave this 5 stars. Then I read Essence by Mandy Lynn. I filmed a full review for this. I'm not sure if it'll be up by the time I upload this, but if it is, I'll have a link down below. Basically, I really enjoyed this book and I ended up giving it 4 stars in the end. Next, I read Shades of Earth by Beth Revis, and this is the 3rd and final book in the Across the Universe trilogy. This book was absolutely insane. Like, pretty much nothing that I expected to happen happened, which is a good thing. I like to be surprised, and this book definitely kept me on the edge of my seat and kept me surprised. This book was amazing, and I definitely gave it 5 stars. I thought it was a really great end to the series. Next, I read the Vampire Academy graphic novel. I really love the graphics or illustrations or whatever you call them. I don't know. So cool. I would just say definitely read the series first before you try to read these. Then I read True by Hilary Duff, and this is the 3rd and final book in the Elixir series or trilogy. I really enjoyed this. I kind of get frustrated because people automatically see that it's by Hilary Duff and they kind of just put it off and don't want to read it. But I think it's really good. And I mean, she didn't write this by herself. She had the help of an author. So, I mean, don't discredit the series just because it's by Hilary Duff, because I really enjoy it. I think I gave this book 4 stars. Then I read Dead Silence by Kimberly Durding, and this is also a final book in the series. I love this series so much, and I was so sad that it's over now. These books are like the perfect mix of creepy but entertaining and just unputdownable. Just so good. The only thing about this book though is I was really disappointed by the last few pages. I just kind of felt like this series deserved to go out with a bang, and I didn't really feel like it did. I felt like I don't know. Even though I was a little disappointed by the ending, it does not matter because I ended up giving this book 5 stars anyway. I just loved it while I was reading it so much. Then on my Kindle here, I read Destroy Me by Tahereh Mafi, and I'll put a picture of the cover. This is a novella in the Shatter Me series, and it's from the point of view of Warner, and I loved it so much. I knew everyone was kind of freaking out about Warner and everyone was loving him, and I just didn't get it because I hadn't read Destroy Me yet. But after I read this book, I'm totally in love with Warner and I want more of him, and I completely understand why everybody in the fandom is freaking out over Warner because now I'm obsessed with them a little bit. So 5 stars, completely loved this novella, and I cannot wait to read Unravel Me now. Then I listened to the audiobook Seriously, I'm Kidding by Ellen DeGeneres. I was looking at the reviews on Goodreads, and a lot of people were saying that like they thought this book was pointless, it was stupid. If you don't like Ellen, you're gonna think that about this. But for me personally, I love her silly nature, I love her jokes, I think that she is so funny. So this audiobook was extremely hilarious, and I love the fact that she was the one reading the audiobook. I probably wouldn't have liked it as much if it was someone else reading it. I enjoyed it and laughed out loud many times, so I gave it a 5 stars. Then I read Lullaby by Amanda Hocking, and this is the 2nd book in the Wake trilogy, I think. Or no, it's not a trilogy, it's a series. I really enjoyed the sequel. I like this series a lot so far, and I think I'm going to read the 3rd book next month. Gave it 4 stars. Then I read Rebel Hearts by Moria Young, and this is the sequel to Blood Red Road. Blood Red Road was one of my favorite books of 2012, and the sequel was so good. I think I liked the first one better, but still, if you've read the first book and you liked it, you have to read the second one. It's so entertaining, and they're kind of thick books, but I get through them so quickly. Highly recommend this series, and I gave this book 5 stars. The last book I read this month was Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo. I loved it so much. I had such an amazing reading month because I loved pretty much all these books. This series just blows my mind. It is so good. It's definitely one of my favorite series. The sequel was amazing. I just cannot get over how much I love these books. And if you have not read them, or if they are not on your to-read list, put them on there. You gotta read this series, guys. You really do. 5 stars completely to this book, and I will be very impatiently waiting for the 3rd and final book in the series. So that is it for the books that I read in July. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Next, I read The Vampire. I keep looking over there. I really how many reallys? My hair is just driving me crazy today. Like, yeah. But today I'm here to do my June wrap up. Those are all of the books that I read in July. I think I said June one time in this video.